Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time on Vaughan Radio. It's the show with no name. Vaughan Radio. It's the show. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. That's right. It's time for the non-stop rocket ship to wherever you want to go. Nacho, tell them what it's called.
It's the show with no name.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, I know it's not Friday. But it feels like a Friday. So, Nacho, do you think we could get away with putting on the TGIF jingle today? I mean, I think today is a Friday if I've ever felt that Friday vibe. Say that word with me, guys. It's got the V and the B. I know you love those V's and B's, Valencianos. People who tell me Happy Valentine's Day. I like whiskey, but it's Valentine's Day. So, Nacho, what was that acronym that we use on Fridays? It was something like TGIF. Folks, TGIF. I know it's not Friday, but it feels like a Friday, and that's because, well, many of you, including myself, Nacho, and, well, the team here at Vaughan, we've got Thursday and Friday off, baby. That's right. And as I said, this Friday, you call it Viernes Santo. We call it Good Friday. But as I said the other day, if we don't have to work, it's not a good Friday. It's a great Friday. So this Friday is not just Good Friday, the holiday, but it's an amazing Friday because many of you will be with your family, with your loved ones at the beach, practicing your English, right? You're going to be practicing your English, at least listening to Vaughan Radio podcasts on our Vaughan Radio app that, by the way, if you don't have the app, guys, you've got to download it now. This way you can participate. In fact, let's give them a little challenge to start things off. Let's get going right away over here. Let's see, Nacho. Should we give them an easy one or a hard one? I mean, it is kind of like a Friday, but you know, if I give them an easy one, they're gonna beg me for a hard one. So, and if I make it too hard, then they complain too. Well, that's like Madrileños. We're like, it's too hot, it's too cold. Well, those are the only two temperatures that exist in Madrid: hot or cold. There's no mild temperatures. So, all right, what do you think, Nacho? Easy? No. Guys, Nacho may seem like a nice guy, but don't let that smile fool you. He's a little devil. He's a little rascal. What is the word rascal in Spanish? I forgot. It's something we call kids. I can't remember it now. Rascal. Granuja. Canalla, you're a little rascal. I know you're a little rascal. All right, well, guys, so here we go. Your first challenge of the day. This is on the Vaughan Radio app. If you don't have it, download it now. It's a good way to participate on the show, and also you've got access to podcasts in case you can't catch the shows live. So, as I said, guys, we're there. Wherever you want to be, we're there. And especially today, that we're broadcasting live on the different social media platforms. But let's start with the pop pop quiz, and we'll get to that. There's just so much going on, guys. It's so exciting. All right, well, let's see. Okay. Oh, this is, I think this is going to be tough. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have to the ante. We have to the ante. And I taught you this expression. It comes from gambling, comes from poker, right? And this means to, another way to say this, okay, I'll give you a synonym, is to raise the stakes. So, of course, you've got more to win and you've got more to lose, right, in this case. So this is an expression we use in English. It comes from gambling, as I said, but it's used all the time, and I use it pretty frequently. So if you guys listen to the show regularly, you should know this first challenge today. Okay, so fill in the blank. It's on the Vaughan radio app. We have to the ante. Okay, we have to the ante. Good luck, amigos. We'll see how you do collectively in about an hour or so. All right, what else? What else? Oh, how could I forget? Guys, today is a special day, not just because it feels like a Friday, but because we are broadcasting live, not on live, not in live, just live, right? In English, we don't use a preposition with it. We just say live. So, guys, make sure you are, I say this every day, but today more than ever, make sure you're following me, Vaughan, and my colleagues as well on social media. When I say that, I mean Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well, Instagram, wherever you want to be, guys, that's where we are. So today you can watch the show, and we'll go to Grupo Vaughan on Twitter. I've just retweeted it myself. Or you can watch it on Facebook. Hey, whatever you want. We're giving you options, guys, you know? And, well, for those of you who are on vacation already, why don't you prepare a nice, relaxing cup of café con leche and get ready for an amazing show, because we're going to have so much fun today. I'm going to challenge you guys. We're going to sing. We're going to dance. Well, no, we're not going to dance. You don't want to see me dance. I'm not really a good dancer. So many comments coming in on this chat over here. We got Wilson. What's up, Wilson? It's almost Monday again. Oh, Miguel, you're so positive. I'm going to call you Debbie Downer. That's a character. It's on Saturday Night Live. Famous character, Debbie Downer. Right? So every time people were excited, Debbie Downer, like, yeah, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's like, thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Debbie. And Miguel Jimenez. I have to correct you. Guys, I say this all the time, but I'm going to keep saying it until I stop seeing this mistake. Guys, the days of the week start with a capital letter in English. The months of the year start with a capital letter in English. Nationalities start with a capital letter in English. The reason I'm saying this is because I know in Spanish they don't, and it's a common mistake when you're writing. And you know what? Usually when we put the date on something, that's kind of usually an important thing, like a cover letter, right? A cover letter is something that you send with your resume, your CV, right? I think you call it carta de presentación. Well, you're going to look really foolish if they see you write January with a lowercase, because it's a basic thing. So careful, guys. Be really careful with that one, okay? And as you know, here at Vaughan, we correct every mistake. But you know what? The good news is he's not going to make that mistake again. All right, let's see. We're glad to see you, Maria Pilar. Oh, that's Vaughan. Aprende inglés con Vaughan. By the way, that's the YouTube page. So if you want to watch on YouTube, Facebook, it's Grupo Vaughan. Twitter, it's Grupo Vaughan. You can find us. Just Google us. We're everywhere, as I said. There we go. What a voice, says Pink Fans. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's because I have a bit of a hangover, so it's almost like that whiskey voice. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, well, guys, as always, we've got so many things to do over here. We've got comments coming in on Twitter, on Facebook. Lovely to have you all on board with us. Remember, guys, tune in. This way you can watch the show today. We've got a very special show. In fact, let's start out with, well, we've already started with one challenge. Let's go to our second challenge of the day. Why? Because I know you guys can handle a few challenges at the same time. All right, guys, this is a listening exercise. I'm going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. I'm going to say 8 words, and I want you guys to write down right, to jot down. You can do it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, or on a piece of paper. It's up to you, okay? The important thing is to participate, all right? I'm going to give you 8 words. I want to know what the 8 words are, and I want to know what they have in common, as always, in our listening exercises, okay? Because we're clustering words, and then we'll take a look at these words. We'll take a look at any pronunciation problems, other usage, and, well, guys, as always, we're explorers. We're not learners. We're explorers. Doesn't that sound better? All right, here we go, guys. As always, I'll give you the words twice because everybody gets a second chance. Here we go. Lamb, basket, mass, Lent, Mardi Gras, fast, tomb, bunny. All right, now, my superstars probably got that the first time around. Don't worry. Write down whatever you can, and I'm going to give you these words again. I want to know what the words are, and I want to know what they have in common. All right, amigos? Okay, so here we go. I'll give you the words one more time. Well, let's see. Let's see if anybody got them the first time around. It doesn't seem like anybody's got these words. So, All right. I'm going to repeat them. Don't worry. All right. Guys, as I said, write them down or type them, tweet them at us, put them on Facebook, wherever you want. And then, as I said, we'll take a look at the words. Here we go. Lamb, basket, mass, Lent, Mardi Gras, fast, tomb, bunny. Woo-hoo-hoo. Tough ones. Those are definitely tough ones, guys. Now, I imagine you guys will figure it out because no matter how hard I make the lesson, you guys always come through. You always do a great job. So that's, I believe in you guys. Now, don't let me down. Don't let me down, guys. All right? Let's see if anybody knows them. I'm going to check Twitter over here. Ooh, there's Paloma. Paloma, you're a superstar. Almost. I think, you almost got them all, Paloma. Great job. There's Alicia. Almost too. Wow. Paloma and Alicia, E for effort, as we say in English. We give you an E for effort, una E por el esfuerzo, E for effort. All right, anybody else want to join my superstars? Okay, I see 1 or 2 mistakes here, but that's not a problem, right? The idea is to participate. Let's see, we've got Express. I think Express is the first one to get all of the words right on Twitter. Good job. Let's see if anybody's got them on Facebook or on the chat here. Let's see. Okay, I see you. A lot of you participating here in the chat as well. Great, guys. That's the idea. You have to participate. You have to be proactive. Because think about it. If you go to your English class every day and you don't participate, you just sit there and listen to the teacher, are you really learning English? No. So you need to be proactive. And you guys know I'm always that's why I challenge you guys. That's why I make sure you're always on your toes, right? Which means you're always paying attention. Let's see. Dieudonne says, good morning, Alberto. Good job. Like always, you are like a candle. You consume yourself to light the way for others. I think that's probably the most beautiful comment I have ever read in my life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Dieudonne. Wow. I want to copy and we got to save that one. Rob, I think you're watching this. We got to save that, favorite that comment over there. That is beautiful. Like a candle in the wind. Sir Elton John. There are my superstars. Express, Manolo, Elena, Vero. Great to see you all. All right, well, let's take a look at these words, folks, for today's listening exercise. Now, these were all Easter words, right? Because Sunday is Easter. I said Friday is Good Friday, Viernes Santo. Well, Sunday is Easter, or we call it as well Easter Sunday. But remember, Sunday and Easter are both written with a capital letter, or both started with a capital letter. So, remember that, right? You don't write Easter Sunday with lowercase letters. Well, the first letter, of course. All right, so the first word. The first word is a weird one because it seems easy, but it's got a silent B. Una B muda, as you say in Spanish. It has a silent B in it. So now, any of you who love Hannibal Lecter, then you'll know this word from the movie title, Silence of the Lambs. Now, that's one that you guys translate correctly. Silencio de los corderos, no? I think you say it in Spanish. Well, the lamb. Now, we use this to talk. I'm seeing in Spanish, igual, Cordero de Dios, right? The Lamb of God. It's a biblical term, right? I don't know too much. I don't know too much about the religious thing, but I go into church as a kid. I remember hearing it all the time. Lamb of God. Say it with me, guys. Lamb. Also food for you carnivores, right? Lamb. Very popular in Spain as well. But that B, I don't want to hear it. So say it with me, guys. Lamb. Just imagine that letter, that word without the B in it. I think that's the best way to do it. L-A-M, lamb. Use it in context, right? Do you like to eat lamb, right? I enjoy lamb, right? Lamb chop. Chuleta is a chop. So then, again, you play with the word lamb. And again, in the religious context, Lamb of God. That's another word that is capitalized in English. God, right? The word God in English is capitalized, all right? So the first one, lamb. Lamb. The second word, basket. Basket. Now, I know you guys know this word because, well, you love basketball in Spain. You've got some amazing basketball players here in Spain. The Gasols, and, well, not just the Gasols, so many great basketball players. So you know this word, basket. It's una cesta, right? Basket, baloncesto, makes sense. Now, of course, in the United States, it's very normal to go on an Easter egg hunt, right? Supposedly, the Easter bunny, el conejito de Pascua, comes with his Easter basket and he hides the eggs everywhere. And then you got to go with your basket and collect and find the Easter eggs, right? So basket, we think of, we associate this word with Easter as well, an Easter basket, right? But it's not only used, of course, in the context of Easter. But as these are all Easter words, there's your second one. Now, I'll give you an expression. As I said, we'll look at these words a little bit deeper. Well, we say in English, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Do you have a similar expression in Spanish? It's pretty easy. Don't invest everything in one thing, because if that falls, well, what are you going to do? So it means you need a backup plan. It means you need to diversify, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket is the expression, okay? All right, the next word, mass. Now you're thinking, isn't this a scientific term, right? E equals MC squared, mass, masa? Yeah, but it's also a religious service in the Catholic Church. You say misa. So a lot of times people go to church on Good Friday or Easter Sunday for a special Easter Mass, right? Misa. That's a word with many, many meanings, as you know, right? Mass as well. So mass. All right, the next word, Lent. Now this is a weird one. Lent. But isn't this the past tense of the verb to lend? Hey, can you lend me $5? ¿Me prestas $5? No, man. I lent you money last week. Te presté dinero la semana pasada. So that's Lent. Es un verbo en el pasado. También es la tercera columna, right? Every day I lend my friends money. Yesterday I lent them money. And lately I've lent them money. But when you see this word capitalized, we're talking about a Christian season now, right, where people fast. Do you know this word? That's one of the words too, fast. We'll look at that word. I think it's not the next word, but let's look at that now. So to fast is to not eat, right? In fact, if you think about it, the word breakfast in English and the word desayunar are very, very similar. Think about it. Romper ayuna, break. We don't pronounce it break fast. We pronounce it breakfast. But the idea behind the word is the same as the one behind the Spanish word. Desayunar, break fast. We don't say break fast again. It's breakfast. But just so you visualize it, you'll never forget it. The word is very similar in both languages. So fast es rápido, right? Everybody knows that one. That's a pretty common adjective. Fast. Fast and furious, right, from the movies. but to fast as a verb is to not eat, right? So during Lent, you say cuaresma. During Lent, people fast. Están en ayunas, right? I don't do this because I can't go without food for 2 minutes. I've never fasted. No, you know what? I fasted, para que veáis, es un verbo regular, con ed. I fasted, I did fast, yeah. I grew up in the church. My mother's very religious, right? And I remember she sent me to this retreat, this Christian retreat, and they made us fast for 2 days. The good thing is, when we were done fasting, they ordered pizzas, pepperoni pizzas. You can imagine I wolfed down, this means I wolfed down a whole pepperoni pizza. So yes, I have fasted. You wouldn't believe that. But it's true. So Lent, cuando lo ves con mayúscula, when you see it with a capital letter, we're talking about cuaresma. If it's not with a capital letter, then we're talking about the verb prestar o prestado en el pasado. Okay? And the adjective, right? All right, so the next one is a French word, I believe. Mardi Gras. Mardi, doesn't that say martes? And gras, foie gras is fat. Fat Tuesday. So what is Fat Tuesday? Well, this is a good question because this, in the United States, in New Orleans, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this big, huge party they have for Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. And Mardi Gras is called, in fact, in English, we don't really call it Fat Tuesday. Usamos la palabra francesa, right? Mardi Gras. Mardi, I don't know if we pronounce it like the French, but we try. Mardi Gras, and so it's the events. I'll read you the definition because, as I said, I know it's a huge festival, a huge, around the world. But basically, it refers to the events of the carnival celebrations beginning on or after the Christian feasts of Epiphany, Three Kings Day. See, you got to know your biblical stuff. And the day before Ash Wednesday. Now, Ash Wednesday is miércoles de cenizas. Same, right? Con mayúscula ese miércoles. Ash Wednesday, right? But you'll hear people say Mardi Gras as well, right? And use the French term. So I'm teaching you a little French here today, guys. The next word was fast, which we just looked at, right? Fast, estar en ayunas. Now, the next word is tomb. Now, please tell me you're not one of these people who calls Lara Croft Tom Ryder. Her name is Lara Croft, not Tom Ryder. And in fact, you guys confused my poor little niece, Candela. We went to go see it in 4DX, by the way, pretty cool. And she said, wasn't her name Tom? Why are they calling her Lara? No se llamaba Tom, le están llamando Lara. I said, oh, God, they ruined it. It's not Tom Ryder, it's Tomb Raider. And there's another silent B, otra B muda, right? Tomb, say it with me, say it right. Tomb Raider, not Tom Ryder. Tom Ryder sounds like a guy I went to high school with. Tom Ryder, Hey, Tommy, how's it going? I see you have little riders. You have some kids in the family. Great, Tom Ryder. Oh, God. Tomb. But think about it. How do you say tumba in Spanish? Tumba. Pues quita la ba y ya está. Tomb. ¿Ves? Es igual. Tumba. See? You're overcomplicating it. It's similar to Spanish. Not Tom. Tom is a guy's name. Okay? Silent B. Okay? Tomb. Let's practice some words with that silent B. Tomb. Lamb. Meh. Comb. Right? If you have to comb your hair. Bomb. Right? Bomb. Right? I couldn't think of any more, and then I looked at my thumb. Right? My thumb. So, guys, that's a good idea. Get a list. We're going to go to a commercial break really, really shortly. Make a list of these words with silent B's, like dumb, lamb, tomb, and practice saying them so you never make that mistake again, and you never pronounce that B, or you never call poor Lara Croft Tom Ryder again. Her name's Lara Croft. all right? Tum was our second to last word. And our last word, bunny. Bunny, which is a very nice way to say a rabbit. A little bunny. The Easter bunny, guys. Yeah, of course. We've got Santa Claus. We've got the Easter bunny. We've got the tooth fairy. You call them the little Perez rat. El ratoncito, the little Perez mouse. We call it the tooth fairy. La hada de los dientes. Oh, isn't that nice? All right, guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we'll be back in 2 minutes with tons more Show with No Name 2.0. So if I were you, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around.
Estoy creando la fórmula mágica para aprender inglés. Añado 5 semanas, 5 horas a la semana de lunes a viernes. Unas gotas de listening and speaking. Enciendo el catalizador y...
Que no te cuenten cuentos. No existen fórmulas mágicas para aprender inglés, por mucho que algunos se empeñen en idearlas. Pero con nuestros cursos trimestrales puedes mejorarlo en solo 3 meses. Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos llamando al 91-133-5833 o en grupovaughan.com.
Momento Giri.
Irene, tengo que decirte una cosa muy importante.
Dime.
Es que estoy enamorada.
¿De quién?
Estoy enamorada con Julio Iglesias.
¡No!
¿Qué pasa?
¿Cómo que con?
No se puede decir con.
No, tienes que decir de.
Pues, ¿por qué crees que nosotros los guiris decimos estar enamorado con alguien?
Creo que os pasa como a mí, traducís literal.
Sí, eso es. Y es porque en inglés decimos to be in love with someone y no to be in love of someone, ¿ok?
Okay.
¿Cómo se dice? ¿Estás enamorada de ella?
Are you in love with her?
Ajá. Sí, estoy enamorada o enamorado de ella.
Yes, I'm in love with her.
Muy bien. John está enamorado de su mujer.
John's in love with his wife.
Good. Irene está enamorada de su marido.
Irene's in love with her husband.
Very good. Irene is in love with her husband. ¿De quién estás enamorado?
Who are you in love with?
Muy bien. Who are you in love with? Okay. Aquí ponemos la preposición al final. Okay. With whom are you in love? Suena de la época de Shakespeare. No hablamos así hoy en día, ¿vale?
Okay.
Y para terminar, estoy enamorada con Julio Iglesias.
¿Cómo?
Convertimos el programa Inglés Online TVE en un curso de inglés premium para ti. Y ya sabes, dónde y cuando tú quieras. Curso de inglés online tve.com o infórmate en el 911335842. Si llevas todo el año poniendo excusas, porque no tienes tiempo, ahora ninguna más. En solo 3 días darás 12 horas concentradas de clases de inglés con el método Vaughan. Ya no hay excusas. Curso intensivo de Semana Santa. Aprovecha las vacaciones y dale un impulso definitivo a tu inglés en un tiempo récord. 911335833. 911335833.
Cursos trimestrales de Vaughan, un curso a su medida con los mejores profesores y el método más eficaz. Clases de 6 alumnos como máximo durante 3 meses en un horario totalmente flexible a elegir entre 1 y 2 clases semanales.
Ahora es el momento. Apúntate a nuestros cursos trimestrales 100% método Vaughan. Clases 100% orales en grupos reducidos. Todos los niveles. Así que no pierdas ni un segundo más e infórmate ahora en el 911335833 o en grupovaughan.com. Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos en grupovaughan.com. Los cursos trimestrales te ofrecen este programa.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to...
It's the show with no name. It's the show with no name. It's the show with no name.
It's the show with no name.
Show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's the show with no name 2.0. On Vaughan Radio. And we're here with your favorite DJ in the whole wide world,
Macho Man. I've got to be a Nacho Man.
That's right, it's Nacho Macho Man in the house, ladies and gentlemen, and what a great time we're having here. It's Wednesday with a capital letter, but it feels like a Friday, doesn't it, Nacho? It feels like a Friday. All right, well, guys, we are broadcasting live on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Don't ask me how, because there are smart people who know the answer to that. I don't know how we're broadcasting on all the different social media sites today, but we're doing it, and we're going to do it. In fact, this show, if you guys are fans of watching the show, well, you'll be able to tune in every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we'll broadcast live on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. So another reason to follow me, to follow Vaughan, and, let the fun begin. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, folks, we've got so much to go on today's show. I just want to remind you as well, we've got a challenge on the app. So if you guys would like to participate, you still have some time. We'll keep it going for a little bit more. Fill in the blank, guys. We have to the ante. Now, if you guys are gamblers, if you like to gamble, right, that means play poker and all that stuff, and to bet, well, then you should know this expression, okay? We have to the ante. All right, folks, well, you know what? You know what I love doing. You know, the whole reason I do this show is just so I can do one of my favorite sections, a section where we learn English with music. You know it. It's Name That Lyric.
Hi, hello, Alberto. I think the song is... No? Sorry, bye.
Name that lyric. Name that lyric. Name that lyric. Name that lyric only on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's Name That Lyric, only on the show with no name. And as always, this is a section on the show where we look at popular songs, and we look at the lyrics and the stories behind the music, and all that just to teach you a little English. We make all that effort just so you learn English. But you know what? The cool thing is we all like music. So if you already like music, you just have to look at the lyrics. You got to, as I always say, you got to spark that curiosity and say, I wonder what this song is about. I mean, I love to know that. In fact, one way that I learned Spanish was with Rafael songs. I swear to God, I say it all the time, and we didn't have Google or YouTube or any of that, right? We literally, had to Right down. I remember pausing the tape. I was listening. ¿Qué pasará? ¿Qué misterio habrá? Puede ser mi gran noche. Dun, dun, dun. And I would sit there. Okay, rewind. ¿Qué pasará? And I would write it down. And so I practice what I preach. I tell you guys, learn English with music because you already love music. Right? It's just a matter of being curious and saying, what are they really talking about? And I'll tell you something. It's just, it's like the Mary Poppins effect, as I say. You know, just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. In the most delightful way, Mary Poppins fans. All right, well, this song is not from Mary Poppins on today's Name That Lyric, but here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you the song lyric in Spanish, and I want you guys to tell me the name of the song and the name of the artist. And as I said, guys, we are broadcasting today on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on the air. Where else do you want us to be? We're everywhere today. All right, so, all right, here we go, folks. Te noto respirar. Siento tu corazón latiendo más rápido. Llévame a casa esta noche. No te quiero soltar hasta que veas la luz. Llévame a casa esta noche. Escucha, amor, como cantó Ronnie. Sí, sed mi pequeña. Sed mi pequeña. All right. Let's see if you guys know today's Name That Lyric. I don't think it's an easy one. I'll give you a little clue, though. You guys know I love the 80s. I freaking love the 80s. I want the 80s to come back. I want the movies to come back. I want the 80s to come back because we didn't take ourselves as serious in the 80s. You know, we had a sense of humor. We were able to laugh at ourselves, something that people don't do as much these days. You know, and I think it's really important to be able to laugh at yourself, to make fun of yourself, right? And the 80s was all about that. So, all right, let's see if you guys know today's Name That Lyric. I'm checking Twitter. I'm checking Facebook. Remember, you can tell us in the comments if you know it. Let me give it to you one more time, just in case you didn't get it the first time around. Te noto respirar. Siento tu corazón latiendo más rápido. Llévame a casa esta noche. No te quiero soltar hasta que veas la luz. Llévame a casa esta noche. Escucha, amor, como cantó Ronnie. Sed mi pequeña, sed mi pequeña. All right, let's see. All right, we've got some winners over here on Twitter. They guessed it. Express Carolina. Excellent. Alberto Alonso learner. Wow, a lot of you know the song. The song is Take Me Home Tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. The 80s. Bring them back, baby. All right, so, folks, the song is called Take Me Home Tonight. Big 80s song by Eddie Money. Eddie Money. That's a cool name, isn't it? What's your name? Eddie Money. I hope you guys don't say Moni. Are you those students that pronounce Moni? Moni? No. You know how to pronounce honey, right? Honey, what bears like. Winnie the Pooh, honey, right? Or honey, darling, as we're going to see in this song, right? Honey. Well, then you know how to pronounce money. So I want you guys to say this sentence with me. Honey, we don't have any money. They should rhyme, okay? And if you can say honey, nobody makes a mistake with the word honey. Nobody. But everybody screws up the pronunciation of money. So associate them, and then you'll never make that mistake again, right? That sentence should be in your head there. Honey, we don't have any money. Or honey, we've got a lot of money. Hey, make up your own sentence. I know how to pronounce it. I'm just giving you guys some techniques to try and remember them, all right? So, take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Awesome song, very catchy, and I have to admit, I listened to it like 5 times this morning. And I was like running around my house. I was just missing the bandana and the ripped jeans. All right, let's take a look at the lyrics. I can feel you breathe. I can feel you breathe. Te noto respirar, right? I can feel you breathe. Careful with this word. Careful. Because people get mixed up with the word breathe inhaling and exhaling, the verb, it has an E at the end, breathe, breathe, if you see it written in Spanish, breathe. And the noun is breath. So I've heard people say, I can see my breathe in the winter. No, I can see my breath in the winter when I breathe. There you go. Come up with a sentence, right? In the winter, I can see my breath when I breathe. And then you'll remember the verb is to breathe and the noun is to take a breath, okay? And believe me, you can ask Richard, you can ask any of my colleagues, this is one of those world's most wanted mistakes, okay? I can feel you breathe. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster. I can feel your heartbeat faster, right? I can hear your heartbeat faster, right? So you've probably heard that in a lot of songs. Heartbeat, right? It's common, right? Because when we're in love, your heart beats faster, right? That's what he's saying there. Right? I can feel your heartbeat faster. And then the chorus, take me home tonight. Llévame a casa esta noche. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Now, I want to look at a couple things here. I don't want to let you. He doesn't say let you. Do you hear him say, if you listen to the song, he does not say, I don't want to let you go. He says, I don't want to let you. Why? Because that's how we say it. What you talking about, Alberto? What? I didn't say what are you talking about. I said what you talking about. So that's why when you guys hear music, all you hear is what you. That's us saying you. We figured out that mystery over there, right? When we say what you, I'm watching you, I'm with you, right? So very American. We use that ch a lot. So let's say it together. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. I don't want to let you go. No te quiero soltar hasta que veas la luz, right? I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie sang. All right? Now, I just taught you that word, right? Honey. Listen, honey. Listen, honey. Honey, money, right? They sound the same. The good thing is this song is by Eddie Money, and he says the word honey. So there you go. All right, so just like Ronnie sang. Who's Ronnie? Who's this Ronnie? I don't know. Redneck Rodney? No. Who's this Rodney that we're talking about here? Well, this is the Ronettes song. There's a song by the Ronettes. Be my little baby, be my one and all, be my little baby. You all know the song. It's a beautiful song by the Ronettes. And, well, the lead singer, when they were writing this song, they were thinking of that song, Be My Little Baby, and they wanted that line in this song. But you know what? Eddie Money he was over the moon. He was so excited when he got the original singer from the Ronettes to sing the line. So the line in the song that he's referring to is actually sung by the artist who sang it in the original song. You get that? You guys follow me on all that? So you'll hear a woman's voice. So he goes, listen, honey, just like Ronnie sang. Be my little baby, be my little baby. Beautiful song over there. Eddie Money, take me home tonight. So there it goes, my friends. And I'll tell you, if you love music, then what a great way to learn English. In fact, I'll tell you what, you guys can, this weekend on your spring break, on your Easter break, start a little karaoke session. You don't even need a microphone. All you need is a connection to internet, YouTube, and then put Eddie Money, Take Me Home Tonight, lyrics. And there you go. Welcome. Welcome to your own personal karaoke. You can use a comb, a beer bottle, whatever you want as a microphone. You can even use your hand. All right? As I said, then you're not just having fun. You know, everybody likes doing karaoke. It's a popular thing, right? But I'll tell you something. I'm a big fan of karaoke, if you didn't know that already, if it wasn't obvious. All right, so there you go, folks. Today's Name That Lyric, Eddie Money, which rhymes with honey, and his song Take Me Home Tonight, where we heard that what you doing. Let's practice some of those. What are you doing? In my country, we'd say what you doing. What you doing, right? What are you looking for? Let's practice it with the what you. What are you looking for? What you looking for? What you looking for? Now, that's how we would say it without thinking about it. That's how my mother would say it, or anybody in my area of the United States. I've heard people say it all over the world, but I can only speak for the Northeast of the United States. All right? So there it goes, guys. As I said, I challenge you guys to do your own karaoke session this weekend and choose one of your favorite songs in English. Of course, in English. If not, well, then you're not really practicing English. But it's a fun way to get some vocabulary, to get some structure, and all that stuff. All right? So instead of, studying grammar, well, songs have grammar in them. Songs have vocabulary in them. Songs, you can work on pronunciation listening to songs, right? As I said, that what you doing? You're the one that I want. You've heard it in a lot of songs. I've got chills. Look, that's another one where he says the ch. He doesn't say, I've got chills. He says, I got chills. They'll multiply. I got. There's another one. Technically, it's I've got. Americans don't pronounce that. V. So, guys, remember, there's one thing is the grammar book. One thing is what it says at Cambridge and Oxford and all. And another thing is the way we really speak, right? The perfect example, as I always say, is the conditional. Technically, it's if I were you. Yo que tú. If I were you, I would, I would consider that, right? But Americans, most Americans say if I was you. Right? Okay, it's wrong. But then you're going to have to convince 300 million people to stop saying, if I was you. Good luck. All right? So, all right, well, folks, let's tell you what. I know what I feel like doing. I feel like, because, Easter, I'm in like a funny kind of mood. I think we can take a look at a joke in You're Joking. Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch! Ouch! You get it? Ouch! He walked into the bar.
You're joking.
That's right, you're joking. You're joking, man. Estás de coña. All right, guys. Now, I'm not promising you any great jokes here. I'm not a comedian. Okay, but what I am trying to do is teach you double meanings, right? And I think puns, that's another good way to learn English. Go on the internet and search for puns English. Now, a pun, P-U-N, is a play on words. Juego de palabras, a pun. We can also say a play on words. It's easier to say pun, P-U-N, like the word punish, castigar was the beginning of that. Pun. So these jokes are not the funniest jokes in the world. Okay, there's my disclaimer. So you don't throw tomatoes at me. But you will learn a double meaning if you didn't know it. Okay, so the key here is see if you guys get the joke before I explain it. Okay, here we go, folks. Why won't Easter eggs go out at night? Why won't Easter eggs go out at night? It's a little Easter joke for you guys. Okay. Why won't Easter eggs go out at night? ¿Por qué no salen los huevos de Pascua por la noche? Because they don't want to get beat up. Yeah, that was bad, huh? Oh, geez. Did you get it at least, guys? Nachos went right. In English, the expression is it went right over my head. I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. All right. Well, guys, I'll say it again. If you got it, great. If not, I'm going to explain it now, and then you'll get it the next time you hear this funny-ass joke. It's a horrible joke. But, as I said, we're teaching you English here. We're not teaching you to be funny. All right. So why won't Easter eggs go out at night? ¿Por qué no quieren salir por la noche? Because they don't want to get beat up. Now, you guys know this. To get beat up is ow, ow. To get beat up. If somebody gets beat up, le dan una paliza, right? But also, beating is something that we do in the kitchen, right? If you're going to make scrambled eggs or you're going to make a cake, you have to beat the eggs. You don't put them in there whole, right? To beat. Now, I don't know how you say batir. Yeah, to beat the eggs. So I remember, it reminds me of a joke I knew when I was a kid. Why was the chef mean? because he beat the eggs and he whipped the cream. Right? You get 2 jokes for the price of 1 because it was so bad. Right? Why did people consider the chef to be mean? Because he beat the eggs and he whipped the cream. Now, whip is dar un latigazo, but whip is what you do with cream, right? To make it thicker. You whip cream. Nata, right? So, you get it? Violent. He's whipping the cream. He's beating the eggs, right? So, there you go. Now you understand the joke. I'll tell it to you. Why won't Easter eggs go out at night? Because they don't want to get beat up. No quieren que les dé una paliza o no quieren ser batidos, right? I think that joke even works in Spanish, doesn't it? Batir is literally to beat, right? Not just batir, pero batieron al otro equipo, like Spain last night. Hey, vamos España! By the way, I was at the game last night. Spain versus Argentina. Clash of the Titans. Right? We say duelo. I think you say duelo de los titanes. Right? We say clash. Like the group. London calling in the... right? The Clash. So, Clash of the Titans. Great match, by the way. And I was telling Nacho, the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Whoa, man. That's a cool stadium. We won't talk about getting there, that whole part. But once you're there, it's awesome. It's the getting there that's a bit difficult. So, folks, that said, hope you're joining us today on Twitter, on Facebook. Remember, Vaughan Radio is so much more than just radio. We're coming at you live, not just myself, my colleagues. You'll be seeing a lot more of us, and I mean that literally, seeing a lot more of us on social media. So, and that's because, well, we got a good friend of ours, in fact, who's running the digital communication here at Vaughan, and many of you know him as well, Rob Grams. So thanks to Rob and his team, we're able to be seen now all over the place. As I said, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well, which is Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. If you're not subscribed to Vaughan's YouTube page, do it now. Free content, guys, right? All right, and the Vaughan Radio app. We have to go over to the Vaughan Radio app right now because we've got to solve our first pop quiz of the day. Now, the correct answer was we have to up the ante. Now, to up the ante means to put more in on the table, right? So you have much more to gain and you have much more to lose, right? It's subir el listón. You can say to raise the bar, to raise the stakes, to up the ante, which was the correct answer to our first challenge. And Nacho, let's see, 62% of the listeners got it right. To up the ante, subir el nivel, subir el listón. Sure, you're playing with more, but you got more to lose now, right? When you up the ante. And we don't, it's a weird one because we don't usually use the word up as a verb. Not often. We would say to raise something, right? They're always raising taxes, for example. We wouldn't say upping taxes. So it's weird. It's one of those exceptions where we can use it as a verb. All right, Nacho, let's give him a hard one. I think we're going to give him a really hard one here because these guys are just, I've got to up the ante. I've got to raise the bar. I've got to raise the stakes. You got 3 different ways. And guys, when I say that, I'm not talking about steaks like, carne. I'm talking about steaks, right? S-T-A-K-E-S. It sounds exactly the same as steak, right? Beef. All right, so let's give him a hard one. Let's give him a hard one over here. All right. Okay. I love candy. I love candy. Now, if you're British, you would say, I love sweets. Americans say candy, those silly Americans. And the Brits say sweets, okay? Doesn't matter. Tomato, whatever you want, okay? Just make sure you're understood. That's the real key behind communication. So, all right, here we go, folks. I'll give you your second challenge. Remember, this is your second pop quiz of the day. It's on the Vaughan Radio app. And, I urge you guys to download it if you don't have it. All right, let's take a look. Let's give it to them. I love candy. Some say I have a sweet, What does that that we're missing there. We're missing a word there, okay? I love candy. Remember, we don't say I love the candy because we're speaking in general. Mucha gente, I love the apples. Which ones? The specific ones? Or you're talking in general? Then we don't use the, right? I love candy. Some say, algunos dicen, I have a sweet If you know what that is, well, I'll tell you what, you guys can fill in the blank on the Vaughan radio app. Now, you know what that music means. That music means that we have to go to a quick commercial break. But don't worry, guys. We'll be back in like 2 minutes. Really like 4. We'll be back in like 4 minutes with tons more Show with No Name 2.0. So, if I were you guys, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around.
Si llevas todo el año poniendo excusas porque no tienes tiempo, ahora ninguna más. En solo 3 días darás 12 horas concentradas de clases de inglés con el método Vaughan. Ya no hay excusas. Curso intensivo de Semana Santa. Aprovecha las vacaciones y dale un impulso definitivo a tu inglés en un tiempo récord. 91-133-5833. 91-133-5833.
Y aquí en su currículo dice que es usted Susana de la Tormenta de la Casa Targaryen, primera de su nombre que no arde, reina de Merín, reina de los Ándalos y los primeros hombres, Khaleesi del Gran Mar de Hierba, rompedora de cadenas...
Sí, y madre de dragones, con nivel alto de inglés. Ya no hace falta que exageres tu nivel de inglés. Con el método Vaughan es posible mejorar de verdad porque nuestros profesores te retan y acompañan para que obtengas los resultados que buscas. Apúntate ahora a nuestros cursos trimestrales y vive una nueva experiencia de aprendizaje con los profesores Vaughan. Apúntate ahora. Llama al 91-133-5833.
Momento, British versus American.
All right, we're going to look at the English of Queen Elizabeth and the English of President Barack Obama, okay? We're going to take the word pantalones and see how we say that word in British English and in American English, okay? Do you know how we usually say it in British English?
Trousers?
Trousers.
Trousers.
Otra vez.
Trousers.
Good. Abeja, okay? Trousers. Good. And in American English, how do we say it?
Pants.
Very good. Y ahí la S es la misma que la de castellano, okay? Pants. Lo que es curioso, y puede dar a malentendidos, es que pants también es una palabra que existe en inglés británico, pero se refiere a ¿qué?
A bragas,
calzoncillos. Sí, a bragas o calzoncillos. So, si dices en Londres, por ejemplo, today I'm not wearing any pants, lo que estarás diciendo es que hoy no llevo puesto bragas. Okay? So, let's take a couple of examples, all right? In American English first, Irene. Hoy no llevo pantalones.
In American?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm not wearing pants today.
Very good. ¿Y en británico?
I'm not wearing trousers today.
Otra vez con el zumbido. Good.
Okay. I'm not wearing trousers today.
Fantastic. Very good. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés británico? ¿Dónde están tus pantalones?
Where are your trousers?
Where are your trousers? Good. ¿Y en americano?
Where are your pants?
Very good. Where are your pants? ¿Y esa frase qué significaría en Londres?
¿Dónde está tu ropa interior?
Very good. Where are your pants? Good. Me encantan tus pantalones en británico.
I really like your trousers.
Very good. ¿Y en americano?
I really like your pants.
Good. Do you like my trousers?
Yeah, I love your trousers.
Thanks.
Llámanos al 91-133-5833 y nuestros compañeros te informarán de la solución Vaughan que mejor se adapte a tus objetivos y a tu bolsillo. Y no te preocupes, habla en español.
3 meses y luego, ¡pum!, ya está. ¡Qué fácil! Apúntate a nuestros cursos trimestrales. En solo 3 meses perfeccionarás tu inglés. Cursos trimestrales de Vaughan. GrupoVaughan.com.
Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos en grupovaughan.com. Los cursos trimestrales te ofrecen este programa.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to... Yeah! That's right, folks. Oh, man, it feels like a Friday. Nacho, what time is it? No, not 11:31. Is it beer o'clock is my real question. Is it beer o'clock yet? 12? Well, we're done at 12, unless you want to bring them here. I don't know if drinking and doing radio at the same time, anything, water, and speaking at the same time is possible. Well, guys, as always, not as always. In fact, this is something new. Today, as I said, usually we broadcast this show live on my Facebook on Fridays. But now, every Wednesday, we're going to be broadcasting on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. So make sure you guys are following Grupo Vaughan. On Facebook, it's Grupo Vaughan. On Twitter, it's Grupo Vaughan. And on YouTube, it's Aprende Inglés con Vaughan. But again, if you Google us, you'll find us. We're wherever you want to be, as I always say. We've got some lovely comments rolling in on all the different social media sites. I've got Twitter open over here. Let's read a couple comments. La Tienes Dentro says, "Hi, everyone. I wish you all an amazing Easter holiday." Thank you very much. La Tienes Dentro. We wish you the same. Express says, "The best way to practice the pronunciation of money and honey is to sing along." And he sends us a song by AC/DC. "What do you do for money, honey?" There you go. Even better than the sentence I gave you. Great, Express, relating it to music. Elena says, speaking of the Eddie Money song, "Take me home tonight." I got to sing it. You guys know. I just can't say. I cannot. Even if a friend, I'm hanging out with a friend, and he's like, "Hey, man, do you want me to drop you off at your house?" I can't say, "Take me home tonight." I have to sing it. It just doesn't come out spoken. See, I'm sweating now just because I spoke it instead of sang it. And Elena says, "I didn't remember this 80s song. Oh, my God. Oh, it's one of my faves. I love that song." Let's see. Laura Fortea says, "I love candy. Some say I have a sweet..." What do you think? I was going to give away the answer? No. If you guys know what word's missing there, remember, you can participate on the Vaughan Radio app. All right. And she says, in the Mancha region, La Mancha, we say, "Soy muy galgo," like the dog. I didn't know that one. We say goloso, right? In Madrid, I think, somebody who likes sweets, right? As opposed to savory things. I'm more of a savory kind of guy, right? I like, ever since I moved to Spain, I love my savory breakfasts, you know? Not salty. Salty es el salado mal, right? My savory breakfast, that tomato with olive. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. See? We always end up talking about food somehow. Food and drink. Some would say I'm obsessed. Well, I like that. Thank you, Laura. Soy muy galgo. You learn something new every day. There's my dad. What's up, Dad? Hey, I better do a good job today. Dad's watching. He's tuning in from New York. New York. What's up, Dad? Good morning, Alberto and friends. How's it going? David Onrubia is participating in today's Double Trouble. And, well, I'll tell you something. I think it's time. I think we should do Double Trouble, man. It's one of my favorite sections. I say that for every section. Well, it's hard to choose a favorite section. Why should I have to choose a favorite section? All right, folks, it's time for today's Double Trouble.
Double trouble, baby. Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
That's right, amigos. It's Double Trouble, only on the show with no name. And this is where we give you a translation. And, well, we give it to you in Spanish, and you have to tell us the sentence in English. But there's just one catch. We have to use the same word twice in this sentence. That's why we call it Double Trouble. All right, so here we go, folks. Good luck. I think this is a really tough one. But I got this one the other day. What was I watching? I was watching something on Netflix. And as always, when I hear something, I'm like, I don't know if the students know this one. That's when I write it down, and that's when it ends up on the show. And it's at some point in the future. So I plucked this right off of Netflix, guys. All right? So here we go. And, of course, it's an expression we use a lot, in fact, in the northeast of the United States, in my area. We use this a lot. Okay, so, ¿sabes cómo va la cosa? Tienes que practicar las diferentes estructuras del inglés. Now, there's a word. In Spanish, you say practicar, repetir las varias estructuras, but we have a word in English. In fact, when you're a Vaughan teacher, when you do your training, you hear this word a lot. You'll hear it in the military as well. In fact, there's a sergeant who makes you do all those different exercises. He's called the sergeant. Okay, I'm giving you some clues over here because I think it's a pretty tough one. I don't think it's an easy one, but I know you guys won't let me down. I'm taking a ride with my best friends. I hope they never let me down again. It's all in the music. There it is. And you got it in the Beatles song. You've got it in another song by the Chainsmokers. So if you don't know Don't Let Me Down, then you're not listening to enough music. Don't disappoint me, right? In Spanish, no me decepciones. It's in a lot of songs, this phrasal verb. All right, so I've given you guys a little bit of a clue here. All right, let me give you another clue. This word has another meaning. The word that we double up on today has another meaning. Zzz, the thing that the dentist uses when you have a cavity. I almost said it. See, there's certain words that we associate with different things, right? A lot of times, oil, right? If you're looking for oil, well, you have to do this. You got to do this into the ground and see if you can find oil. Okay? That's the word we're looking for. I'm giving you some clues of other uses of this word because it could have been a quadruple trouble, right? So a lot of you are saying you know how it works. But that's okay. But that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for a totally native way of saying, bueno, tú sabes cómo van las cosas. Tú sabes por dónde van los tiros, right? Tú sabes cómo va esto. It basically means you've done this before. You know what's up, right? So, and there's a verb, again, in English that means practicing things over and over and over until you do them perfectly. And again, it's a word that we, as teachers here at Vaughan, are very familiar with. People who have been in the military know that there's a sergeant as well that's called the sergeant. And another meaning of the word is, I think it's in Spanish, taladro. Zzz, taladradora. There's a tough word. Taladro, taladradora, perforadora, barreno. How many different words do you have for this? Do you really have so many of these in Spain? I didn't think there was any oil here. So, let's see if anybody, with all those clues I've just given you, let's see if anybody can get it, right? Okay, we've got a winner. Okay, good. I was like, come on, I can't think of any more uses of this word. Zzz. All right, well, our winner, ladies and gentlemen, David Houses. Nice job. I hope you guys are participating as well on Facebook. I just want to remind you, we're there on Facebook. I'm not seeing all the comments because I got Twitter, I got Facebook, I got this chat stream. I mean, a lot of stuff going on. But I know Rob is over there at the helm. In fact, those of you who are watching the video, Rob, can you wave Rob and Nacho over here? Let's see. It's going to take a second because there's a delay. Let's see how we're testing how long the delay is right now. El retraso. La demora. Oh, no, they still haven't heard me. So we're live, but there's a little bit of a delay. Rob, are you hearing me? Nacho, Rob, if you hear me, lift your hand up in the air. Ah, there it is. There's Rob over there behind me. All right, well, folks, so the word we're looking for, the word we're doubling up on here is drill. Okay? When you go to the dentist and you have cavities, they have to drill. Zzz. Nobody likes that noise, right? Nobody likes that noise. Also, drilling for oil, right? If you're looking for oil, you want to strike it rich, then you can drill for oil. And, well, a way we say in the United States, you've been here before, you know how this works, is you know the drill. You know the drill, man. You know the drill. Right? That means you know this exercise because a drill is an exercise, right? So a drill sergeant, that was the word, the missing word there. A drill sergeant is the one who says, all right, drop and give me 20, boys, you scumbags. I'm going to whip you into shape. Let's go. Drop and give me 20, boy. Drill sergeant. You see him in a lot of movies, right? From the military. Because why? Because they do drills, right? Exercises with the cadets, right? In the military. I don't know very much about the military, but every time you see that drill sergeant, he's drilling. So it's a verb too. He's drilling is making them practice. So that's why we look at that word a lot as teachers here. We have to drill the students. So if we're looking at the present perfect continuous, for example, well, we have to drill it over and over and again. And how long have you been working there? And how long has she been living with you? And how long have you been living together? And boom, 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 boom. Until you're drilling it and working it and over and again until you've got it down pat. So in Spanish, I looked up the translation. It's practicar algo hasta la perfección. To drill it over and over, right? So the correct answer was, ¿sabes cómo va la cosa? Tienes que practicar las diferentes estructuras del inglés. O repetir. También repetir, practicar, repitiendo, right? You know the drill. You have to drill the different English structures, right? So there you go. There you go. Drill was the word that we were looking for. D-R-I-L-L. And it's an irregular verb. It's a regular verb, so it ends in ed, right? The drill sergeant drilled the cadets all morning, right? They were doing drills. If we want to use it as a noun, you can say they were doing drills all morning. I think of a fire drill as well, now that we're on it. An exercise where you practice evacuating the building. It's called a fire drill, right? So look at, this is one simple word, drill. It has 5 little letters, but it's so rich. It has so many meanings, as we just saw. In fact, when we started looking at the section, I couldn't even imagine all the different meanings. So there it is, folks. You know the drill. Tú sabes cómo va la cosa. Tú sabes cómo va esto. Tú sabes cómo funciona. Okay, guys, you know the drill. When you come into my house, you take your shoes off, right? Tú sabes que aquí se hace así. You know the drill, right? Tú sabes el ejercicio is literally what they're saying. So great. We've got the postman as well. Great job. As I said, Mr. Houses Express. So great job to my superstar students, as always. It was a really tough one, but that's a very native expression. And I heard it, as I said, watching Netflix. I said, oh, I love this one. I got to bring this one to my students. So you guys know the drill. You know how this show works. You know what we do on this show. You know the drill, right? And remember, guys, now you're familiar with this word drill, but until you use it, it's not your word, right? All right, so there it goes, guys. Excellent job, by the way. Fantastic job. All right, well, you know what? You guys know that I love not only teaching English with music, but I'm a movie buff, too. Didn't I just tell you I spend my weekends watching Netflix? Now that I'm not a teenager rocking and rolling out there every weekend anymore. So you know what? I decided to come up with a section almost 10 years ago. Guys, remember this show has been on the air for almost 10 years. A section where we looked at the English, the dialogue from great movies, and the stories behind the movies. And that section is called Name That Movie! Name That Movie. That's right, folks. I want to hear your best trailer voices, guys. I want you guys to try to imitate. We talked about the importance of imitation yesterday on the show with our guests. So I want you guys to imitate the trailer voice with me. In a world. It's a tough one. One man has 24 hours to learn English. Will he survive the concrete jungle? This weekend. Right? I love doing that. I make movie trailers about my friends' lives. I'm like, one guy, one super huge bag of popcorn, and a high-speed internet connection. You can expect the unexpected. All right, guys. Well, here it is. Today's Name That Movie. This is probably one of the best comedies ever. Now, that is a blanket statement. Do you guys know this expression? A blanket statement is when you generalize and you say, all Spanish people talk loud. That's a blanket statement, right? All Americans carry guns. That's a blanket statement. That is generalizing. But guys, I stand behind my blanket statement. And I really think, and you guys can feel free to agree or disagree while you're participating, that this is perhaps one of the greatest comedies ever. Now, if you have not seen this movie in English, you're missing jokes because they're untranslatable. So if you have not seen this movie that we're doing today in English, you really haven't seen the movie, okay? Because there's a lot of puns. As we said before, a lot of plays on words. All right, so good luck, guys. If you know today's movie, you can tell us the title of the movie, not titel, because some people say subtitle, right? Subtitle and title, right? Say it with me. Pronounce it with me. Do you read subtitles? And what's the title of that movie? All right, if you know the title of the movie, well, you guys can tell us on Twitter, on Facebook, and even on YouTube today, because as I said, we are broadcasting live. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, Nacho, if I'm not mistaken, these videos will be available later. So if you guys can't watch them live, you'll be able to check out the video, later on. Okay, yes, they've just confirmed that. So a lot of you are saying, I'm working right now, I can't watch it. Don't worry, it'll be there for you when you get home and you crack that first holiday beer and you sit back and listen to your favorite English show on your favorite radio station, Vaughan Radio. All right, here we go. Without any further ado, time for today's Name That Movie. Captain, how soon can you land? I can't tell. Oh, you can tell me. I'm a doctor. No, I mean, I'm just not sure. Well, can't you take a guess? Well, not for another 2 hours. You can't take a guess for another 2 hours? Now, if you're a fan of this movie, you'll know it instantly. Oh, man, this is probably, I got to say, probably, do I want to say the best comedy ever? It could be. It could be. Let me know what you guys think about that. You know, as always, I'm not only interested in challenging you with your English, but I want to I want to know, too, if you agree, if you think it's a great movie. And again, if you haven't seen it in English, you're missing like half the jokes. It's incredible because half of the jokes come from plays on words, puns, okay? Like a lot of Mel Brooks movies as well. I always say Young Frankenstein or any Mel Brooks movie, Spaceballs. You know, they're always playing with double meanings. And just because something is a double meaning in English doesn't mean that it's a double meaning in Spanish, right? Like muñeca and muñeca. It's not the same word in English. It's a doll in Spanish and it's a wrist. But in English, those two words are not the same. So that joke would not work in English. Am I explaining myself here? All right, so let's see. Our viewers know. I have to get used to saying viewers. Even on my Instagram lives, I say the listeners. I'm like, no, they're viewers. They're watching me. All right, it seems like our superstar students got it. The top three, ladies and gentlemen, Express, Carolina, and Paloma. Nice job. The movie is Land However You Can. Is that what we call it in English, really? Not just cracking up. You know it. Land however you can. Aterriza como puedas. Hold it however you can. Agárralo como puedas. Hold it however you can. The Naked Gun in English. Well, this one, guys, it's a really simple title in English. Airplane. No valió el avión? I don't know. Avión poseído? I don't know. But aterriza, well, I guess that's what they're trying to do in the movie. Ted Stryker. Right? He's trying to land the plane however he can, but again, one thing's the title, and one thing's telling you the whole story in the title, right? So, land however you can. Aterriza como puedas. Airplane in English. The Polish title, in Poland, I love this one, is The Pilot Flying With Us? That's the name of the movie. Is the pilot flying with us? I'm not going to try and pronounce it in Polish, but the translation is the pilot flying with us? I think they take the cake. Se lleva la palma. Oh, but wait, there's another one. The French title is similar to the Polish one. Is there a pilot on the plane? Is there a pilot on the plane? So Spain, France, and Poland, I think they beat you there for crazy titles. Oh, I know what they should call it. They should go back and rename it. It should be called, what is the word they use? Not cachondo, chiflado. Un avión chiflado. That should be the name. That should be the real name of Land However You Can, as you call it. Airplane, guys. Awesome movie. And in fact, I'm just thinking of a scene in the cockpit, in La Cabina, when he goes, I was over, under, and under was overdone. They're using their last names. But overdone is que es carne pasada. So there's a whole play on words that lasts about 20 seconds in the cockpit, 30 seconds where they're playing with double meanings that aren't double meanings in English. In Spanish, excuse me. So this is a scene between Rumak, the doctor, played by Leslie Nielsen, who plays the character straight. He doesn't play the character in a comical way. And he says, how soon can you land? Right? Cuán temprano, when is the soonest you can land, right? The earliest. How soon can you land? And Captain Over says, I can't tell. Now, I can't tell means no tengo ni idea, right? No sé. Pero también significa no te lo puedo decir, right? I can't tell. So he says, how soon can you land? And the captain says, I can't tell, right? Es imposible saberlo ahora, basically. And he says, you can tell me. I'm a doctor. A mí me lo puedes decir. I'm a doctor. And he says, no, I mean, I'm just not sure. He said, no digo que no te puedo decir, digo que no estoy seguro. So he clears it up and he goes, well, can't you take a guess? No puedes adivinar. Now, you can use guess as a verb as well. Can't you guess? Or can't you take a guess? And the captain says, well, not for another 2 hours. He was answering the original question. We can't land for another 2 hours. But, of course, he misunderstands him. The whole movie's about these misunderstandings. And he says, you can't take a guess for another 2 hours? Classic. Now, the most classic line in that movie is the one I told you, Shirley. Shirley, you can't be serious. And that, I don't know how they translate it. That's one of the funniest jokes. In fact, it was voted the 79th most famous movie quote in American film. Okay? That's how big it is. And I don't know how you translate it in Spanish. Because surely, or Shirley, as we say in the States, sounds like someone's name. But it's also seguramente. So he says to him, he says, Shirley, you can't be serious. And the doctor says, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Y no me llamas Shirley. So now, if a friend says to me, Alberto, surely you must be joking. I'm like, I'm not joking. And don't call me Shirley. It's something that's so, that line is like, it's like burned into our minds. And we use it all the time. And there are a lot of lines from that movie, Airplane, which I just don't know how they can translate the lines because they're plays on words that only work in English. So guys, there's some homework for you, fun homework. Why don't you watch a classic comedy this weekend in English and see if you get all those double meanings and all those jokes. All right, well, folks, you know what that music means? It means we're going to a quick commercial break, but we'll be back in 2 minutes with tons more Show with No Name 2.0. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around!
Cursos trimestrales de Vaughan, un curso a su medida con los mejores profesores y el método más eficaz. Clases de 6 alumnos como máximo durante 3 meses en un horario totalmente flexible a elegir entre 1 y 2 clases semanales.
Ahora es el momento. Apúntate a nuestros cursos trimestrales 100% método Vaughan. Clases 100% orales en grupos reducidos. Todos los niveles. Así que no pierdas ni un segundo más e infórmate ahora en el 91 133 5833 o en grupovaughan.com. Si llevas todo el año poniendo excusas porque no tienes tiempo, ahora ninguna más. En solo 3 días darás 12 horas concentradas de clases de inglés con el método Vaughan. Ya no hay excusas. Curso intensivo de Semana Santa. Aprovecha las vacaciones y dale un impulso definitivo a tu inglés en un tiempo récord. 91 133 5833. 91 133 5833.
Vaughan Empresas es mucho más que clases de inglés para empresas.
Mucho más.
Tenemos varios tipos de cursos a vuestra disposición, como nuestros cursos in company, con profesores que se desplazan a vuestra empresa para dar allí las clases en el horario que acordéis con ellos.
Nuestras clases online y telefónicas con varios niveles y temáticas disponibles. ¿Buscas un curso que se adapte a las necesidades de los empleados? Entonces buscas Vaughan Empresas.
Infórmate ya en el 91 133 5831 o en grupovaughan.com.
Vaughan presenta La píldora del inglés.
Siempre me olvido de comprar pañuelos.
I always forget to buy tissues.
Yo uso papel higiénico para sonarme la nariz. Los pañuelos son caros.
I use toilet roll to blow my nose. Tissues are expensive.
Dame un pañuelo, tengo mocos.
Give me a tissue. I have a runny nose.
Yo estaba en Las Vegas hace una semana.
I was in Vegas a week ago.
¿Estuvisteis tu prima y tú en Bruselas hace años?
Were you and your cousin in Brussels years ago?
¿Estuvo la hermana de su mujer en Moscú como hace una semana?
Was his wife's sister in Moscow about a week ago?
¿Me podríais fregar la cacerola?
Could you wash the saucepan for me?
¿Podríais rallar el queso, por favor? El rallador está en el armario encima del frigorífico.
Could you grate the cheese, please? The grate is in the cupboard above the fridge.
Ella ya ha cortado la carne en la tabla de cortar.
She's already chopped the meat on the chopping board.
¿Cuánto tiempo estuviste en Escocia?
How long were you in Scotland?
No sé cuánto se tarda.
I don't know how long it takes.
¿Cuánto se tarda en llegar a Salamanca desde Oviedo?
How long does it take to get to Salamanca from Oviedo?
¿Cuánto tiempo se tarda en llegar a Cartagena desde Murcia?
How long does it take to get to Cartagena from Murcia?
No se suele tardar mucho tiempo en preparar pasta.
It doesn't usually take very long to make pasta.
No tardo mucho tiempo en hacer la compra cada semana.
It doesn't take me long to do the shopping every week.
Ya no hay excusas. Curso intensivo de Semana Santa. Aprovecha las vacaciones y dale un impulso definitivo a tu inglés en un tiempo récord. 91 133 5833. 91 133 5833.
Tus hijos no saben que les encanta el inglés hasta que los traigas a Vaughan. Tus hijos van a descubrir que el inglés es su asignatura favorita gracias a los cursos intensivos de nuestra línea Junior. ¿Por qué? Porque nuestras clases no son clases de academia al uso. Nada de ejercicios aburridos. Las clases de Vaughan para niños son clases divertidas en las que hablan inglés todo el rato y además lo pasan de maravilla. Apúntales a unas clases de inglés que les encantarán. Apúntalos a los intensivos de Vaughan Junior. Más información en el 91-133-5832 o en grupovaughan.com.
Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos en grupovaughan.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to
the show with no name.
Nah, Nacho. Is that Friday energy? Is that show with no name jingle Friday energy? Let's try that again. Let's rewind. Nacho, tell them what it's called.
Oh, it's a show with no name.
Conecta con nosotros en Twitter, @IMAlbertoAlonso. Participa a través de la app de Vaughan Radio. Y no te olvides los viernes seguirnos en Facebook Live.
The show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's the show with no name 2.0. And what a great time we're having here today. I just want to remind you, if you're not participating on the Vaughan Radio app, you still have time to get over there and fill in the blank. I love candy. Some say I have a sweet which in La Mancha is galgo. Ha ha, see? I practice what I preach. I tell you guys, remember things, associate them. I did. I associated it with the dog, and voila. All right, so guys, if you know how we say estar goloso or ser goloso, I think it's ser goloso. Guiris, you guys want to confuse us, Guiris? Give us ser and estar. Give us ¿cómo se llama el subjuntivo? Give us the subjunctive. Give us you want to throw us off? That's all you have to do. Or tell a Guiri to pronounce the word perro. End of fin de cita, as you say in Spanish, right? All right, so guys, if you know how we say somebody who loves sweet things, well, you can fill in the blank on the Vaughan Radio app. You still have time. We'll leave it open for a bit over there. Remember, too, we are live today on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. And on YouTube as well. So make sure you are following along. I've got some comments rolling in here on Twitter. And let's see. A lot of you knew today's name, that movie. It was Airplane, right? Let's see. And Alberto Alonso Learner says, the shit's gonna hit the fan. And it's an expression I learned thanks to you, and it appeared in the movie literally. Alberto Alonso Learner, I was gonna bring it up. So great. You took the words out of my mouth. There's another joke, a visual joke, or as we call it, a visual gag. You know the website 9gag, donde ponen chistes? Aha. So another word for joke is a gag. G-A-G. And, one of the gags, one of the visual gags in the movie Airplane, Land However You Can in Spanish, is they say, one of the guys, I forgot which character, he goes, the shit's going to hit the fan when they find out what happens. Whatever, right? That expression means things are going to get really bad. Think about it. Shit is mierda. It's a vulgar word, but it's an expression we use in English, right? So he says it. He goes, he says, oh man, the shit's going to hit the fan. And then all of a sudden you see shit hitting a fan. Un ventilador. And again, a visual gag in Spanish. You don't say la mierda va a dar al ventilador. You say se va a liar una gorda. Se va a liar. Right? You don't say la mierda va a dar al ventilador. So, claro, ves eso en la película y dices, ¿y eso? What just happened? Of course, that is a visual joke that you will not get if you don't know English. Right? So great one, Alberto Alonso learner. Alex Raven says, it made me more of a fan of Airplane when I discovered, con Ede, it's a parody of a trilogy about serious films and with some of the same actors. Oh yeah, it's a classic. There's so much, there's just so much behind that movie. You know, as I always say, the movies are great, but a lot of times the stories behind them are even better. And this one is a great movie with great backstories as well, behind-the-scenes stories. So, great expression. Another way we say the shit's going to hit the fan, now that we're looking at it, is a shitstorm. You use that one? Una tormenta de mierda. Same idea. Think about it. What happens in a shitstorm? It's not a good thing, right? A shitstorm. Same thing as the shit hitting the fan. Is it vulgar? Yes. Yes, but do we use it? Is it part of the lexicon? Yes, it is. Right? The shit's going to hit the fan. And you can see that, as I said, in that movie, Airplane. Great job. Great job, guys. I see so many people participating here. But you know what? We've got a lot of things to do still on today's show. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we can take a look at a section where we look at words that sound the same or not. That's right, folks. It's time for today's Homophones.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Homophones, only on the show with no name, and that's another great source for coming up with jokes, because some jokes are with double meanings, right? Like the shit's going to hit the fan, literally, right? Nobody ever says that literally, right? It's ridiculous if you think about it. Shit hitting a fan, you're okay, well, it's not literal, right? So, folks, and homophones, too, double meanings. These words aren't spelt the same, but they sound the same. So, verbally, it works as well, right? Folks, here we go. I'm going to give you today's 2 words, and I want to know what they are, and I want to know if they sound the same or not. Okay? Real simple. So, what are the words? You can tell us on Twitter, on Facebook, or on YouTube today. I want to know what these 2 words are, and then I want to know yay or nay. Do they sound the same or not? Okay? Now, the first word is madre in the United States. We spell it M-O-M. Okay? Now, in England, they spell it M-U-M. My question is, do these 2 correct ways of saying madre, mother, do they sound the same? M-O-M and M-U-M? Okay, guys, let's see. Let's hear your answers over here on Twitter, on Facebook. Remember, say them aloud, right? I'm sure you've heard them. Very common words, right? One of the first words we learned, mama. Dada, right? So this is probably one of the first words we ever say, right? So do those two words sound, they're synonyms. We know that they mean the same thing, M-O-M in the USA and M-U-M in England. So they mean the same thing. Are they pronounced the same? That's my question. Let's take a look over here. Remember, guys, on Twitter, it's I'm Alberto Alonso. At is arroba, right? I'm Alberto Alonso, right? Also on Facebook, the same. I'm Alberto Alonso. Make sure you're following everywhere. Oh, and Instagram. Can't forget about Instagram. I've been using that. Vaughan is on there now. I think it's Grupo Vaughan. I'm not sure. You'll find them either way. I follow them. I'm Alberto_Alonso on Instagram if you want to join the party there. All right, so let's take a look. Carolina was the first one to answer, and she says that they don't sound the same. They are not homophones. And Pablo agrees. Pablo says, no, they're not. I agree. Express agrees as well. So right now, 3 different listeners are telling us that these are not homophones. But then comes Paloma. And Paloma says, I think they are homophones. So, well, she didn't say that part. I added that part myself. All right, so, okay, those are the 2 words, M-O-M and M-U-M. Okay? Laura Fortea, what are you trying to do to me? What you? Remember that we looked at before? What you trying to do to me? Nacho, you've got to see this. Laura sends us a picture of torrijas, and they look so good. Oh, my God. My mouth is watering. Laura, what are you doing to me? Oh, my God. I'm drooling over here, Laura. Oh, God. I'm so hungry now. Thanks a lot. I know you didn't mean it in a bad way, but now, man... How much time do we have left, Nacho, before we can eat something? Oh, man, 20 minutes now. And I can't even look at them. Oh, my God. I'm serious. When I say my mouth is watering, I'm dead serious. Nacho can... Well, you guys can see it. Look, if you're watching us on Twitter and Facebook, I've got saliva on the sides of my mouth because they look so good, Laura. I imagine they're homemade. And she says, if you have a sweet... which we have to solve that, by the way. We'll look at that in a moment. If you have a sweet here you are. Aquí tienes. Cooked in La Mancha. Si eres muy galgo, this is for you. Oh, God. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. All right, let's see. Elena's on board on Twitter. I imagine some of our friends on Facebook are playing along too. Do these 2 synonyms sound the same? M-O-M, as we say in the United States, or M-U-M, as they say in England. Both words meaning mother, right? Well, these are not homophones, guys. These words do not sound the same. All right, let's listen to them. So in the United States, I would say, I'm going to call my mom. Say it with me. You've been to the dentist. Mom. Mom. Come on, Mom. Especially when you're a kid and you're whining, you're complaining. Mom. Right? It's that sound. Say it with me. We've all been to the dentist. Mom. Same. Think of it as notes, musical notes. Mom. Mom. My mom. I love my mom. My mom's the best mom in the whole wide world. Sorry, folks. Sorry, Nacho. Sorry, listeners. Sorry, viewers. My mom is the best. Yeah, I even got her the mug. She even has the coffee mug, says world's best mom. So, once you got that, there's no taking that title away from you. No one's going to take that title away from you. World's best mom. In the United States. In England, they say mum. Mum. Interesting. Mum. Associate the vowel sound. So the American one with the O, it's mom. And the British one is mum. M-U-M. So they are very, very similar. In meaning, exactly the same. Right? But, the thing is, the vowel sound is different. And the same for mommy and mummy. Mom, mommy, mom. You can say mom or mommy. And the British say mum oh, mummy, my mummy. Which for us in the United States is, a mummy is something from Egypt that lives in lives, that resides in a pyramid. So that's mummy for us in the United States. I didn't know, mummy. Your mummy. I have to talk to my mummy. And remember, you must imitate a British person. If you're going to pronounce it like a Brit, you've got to say, I'm going to call my mum. I'm going to call my mum. She's lovely. Mum, right? And if you're an American, say, I'm going to call my mom. Okay? So they are not homophones, but they're both words. Just don't mix them, right? And I'll give you an expression with the word mum as well. I love this one. If I tell you a secret, and then I say mum is the word, that means shh. Mum's the word. That means be silent. Don't tell anyone the secret. Don't give away my secret. So mum's the word. Okay, that's an expression. That's with the UM. I hope you guys recognized it when I said it. Right? That's with the British spelling. Mum's the word. Right? And that means ni una palabra. Right? Not a word. Mum's the word. Be quiet. Don't tell anyone. Mum's the word. And if you're British, well, mum is the word for mom as well. So there you go, guys, playing with sounds. And in the end, what is language? It's music, right? It's music. And if you speak well, if you express yourself well, then that music is beautiful music, right? The difference between hearing maybe trap, no offense, people who love trap, and hearing Vivaldi or Chopin, right? Talking about two different kinds of music here. So there we go, folks. All right, well, we've got a lot of stuff to go still, and time is just ticking by so fast. So I think we're going to do a little celebration over here, and we're going to take a look at today's famous birthday trivia. That's right, folks. That's right. It's famous birthday trivia, only on the show with no name. And did I say famous birthday trivia? I'm sorry. I meant famous Spanish birthday trivia. Why? Well, all three of our birthday boys and girls are Spanish. They're from Spain. All three of them. So I've just given you a huge clue, amigos. Huge clue over there. All three famous birthdays are Spanish people. Okay, here we go. The first person was born in 1895. Now, I didn't know very much about this woman, but she is fascinating. And I urge you guys to read up on her. Remember we looked at this yesterday? To read up on means to investigate, to be curious, to learn more about, to read up on her, I would say. So I urge you guys to read up on this woman. She is fascinating. Now, she was born today in 1895. Okay, Alberto, what did she do? ¿A qué se dedicaba? Well, good question. She was a teacher, writer, and inventor. She was an inventor too? Yeah. And guys, again, in a patriarchal society, as you know, in 1895, it wasn't the easiest thing for a woman to be an inventor, right? People didn't take her seriously. And this is part of the problem here, right? And, well, what did she invent? Good question. Good question. What did she invent? Well, she was a pioneer of the electronic book. What? Yeah, you heard me. The e-book. Kindle? You guys have those, right? Well, she invented this thing, the electronic book. I had no idea that a Spanish woman invented the e-book. It was something that's so popular. And guys, she was born in 1895. We're not talking about 1995 here. So what happened? Tell me more about this woman. Are you guys interested? Wow, she sounds fascinating. a teacher, a writer, and an inventor. Well, as a teacher, she realized that her students had to carry a lot of books. And she didn't think it was right. She said, well, they've got a lot of books to carry, and it's really heavy, and, well, we've got to find a better way. That's how all good inventions come about. And so what she did is she devised a device, right? And what it was text and illustration on some reels, bobinas. And basically, there was a magnifying glass where they could see all this information, larger, so they could fit more text in it. So think about this. This woman was so ahead of her time. She saw a problem and she said, students shouldn't have to carry all those books. And so she did something about it. Now, the thing here is she was awarded the Spanish patent. The British say patent. We say patent for the mechanical encyclopedia. And that was in 1949 when she did that. And so it was basically a mechanical version of an ebook of what people have today. And, she never put it into production. The sad news behind this is that she never put it into production. But if you want to see a prototype of it, you can go up to the A Coruña National Science and Technology Museum, and you'll see a prototype of the first ebook, which was invented by a Spanish teacher, a woman. And I'm not going to tell you her name. You're going to tell me her name. All right? And that's number one. Number two, she was born in 1926. She died in 2014. She was a Spanish socialite, right? A socialite, somebody who's in Hola magazine all the time. A socialite. And I believe she was nobility. Now you gotta remember, in the United States we don't know too much about kings and queens and dukes and duchesses and all that. We don't have those formal titles for people. But this woman, Spanish woman, as I said, she was born at the Lydia Palace. The Lydia Palace. She was a duchess, but that was just one of her many, many titles. According to Guinness Book of World Records, the most titled aristocrat in the world. And, she was very well known, not just in Spain, but also around the world. And, I remember when she died, a lot of people were very, very sad. I don't know very much about her, but I remember, I think I made a joke and I said, she was old. And they're like, it's not funny. She was a great woman. I said, oh, okay. So I'm ignorant on the subject. I don't know very much about her, but it would have been her birthday today, and she was born today in 1926. Okay, our second Spanish birthday of the day, and our third and final birthday. The guy was born in 1975. Nacho, I think you'll know this one. He's a retired Spanish footballer. He played as a central defender and a defensive midfielder. So he wasn't a big attacking player. Nacho's like, I need more information, man. We got a lot of those in Spain. He's like, okay, help me out here. All right, well, he played for 5 clubs during his professional career. He played for 5 clubs. He played for my favorite club. You know my favorite club, Los Blancos, the Vikings, Los Vikingos. And, he played for my favorite club. Was he on the national team, Alberto? Yes, he was. He was on the national team, not the selection. We don't say the selection. Que vaya partidazo, Nacho, otra vez lo digo. Vamos, España! Sorry, Argentina. But somebody had to win. What else? What can we say? Well, he played for Real Madrid. I think he joined them in July 1999. He joined Real Madrid. And he was instrumental, and he participated in 2 UEFA Champions League conquests, one being versus Valencia, which was the 2000 Champions League final, and in which Real Madrid was victorious, and then again against Bayern Leverkusen when Real Madrid beat them. So he was a part of those 2 winning teams over there. You know who it is yet? Not just like tough one. You need to know your football. Well, what else can we say? In the end, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll give you the final clue here. He when he left Real Madrid, it wasn't necessarily like, with a bang. It wasn't great. In fact, they gave his number to Diarra. They said, okay, that's not your number anymore. That's Diarra's number. And he's like, okay, I get it. So you guys don't want me around. You're going to James me. All right, guys, those are today's 3 famous birthdays. Let's take a look. Our winners, Express and Carolina. Nice job. Alicia as well, great job. Oh, no, Alicia's not Raúl González Blanco. No. He wasn't a defender. He was a striker. Hablando de airplane, aterriza como puedas. All right, number 1, Ángela Ruiz Robles. Look her up, read up on her. Fascinating woman. Number 2, La Duquesa de Alba, Caetana Fitz. She's related to Fitz, our Fitz over here. Fitz is a duke. He's a count. And last but not least, Nacho, Iván Helguera, retired Spanish player. All right, well, guys, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my team as well. And, guys, have a lovely Easter weekend. We'll be back on Monday with more. I promise. Bye-bye.